Why does the Torah start with Bereshit? Why does the Torah start with narrations about the patriarchs? Why does the Torah start with how the world was created? Why don't we go directly to what the Torah is supposed to be? According to our rabbis, it should have started with the book of Exodus, where it says, in this month you should take an animal, take the blood of this animal, paint it on the doorposts, so that when the angel of death is about to kill all the firstborn in Egypt, your firstborn will be spared. Why don't we start from there? Or better yet, why don't we start with the moment when our ancestors were around Mount Sinai? Moses is on top of the mountain. He receives the Ten Commandments from God. He receives the Torah. This is the moment really to start, because the Torah is a book of laws, a book of behavior, of instructions, very specific instructions. So why are we told all these stories in Bereshit? Well, if you think about it, Bereshit has many things to teach us. First of all, it teaches us that God created the world. The world didn't happen by itself. You are a creature. You were created. God is the creator. So you should know, you should dimension yourself. You should know where you are in this world, that there is somebody who is above you. Cain kills his brother Abel. Cain. Okay, good. Cain kills his brother Abel. Cain kills Hevel. Cain kills Hevel. So God says to him, where is your brother? And he answers, Hashomer achi anochi. Am I my brother's guardian? I'm supposed to watch over him? The answer is yes. You're supposed to be your brother's guardian. This is what we are being told. There is such a thing as responsibility for another person, for your brother. Not only for your brother. Comes the deluge. You know, God is destroying the entire world. Why? Because there is robbery. Because there is no respect for somebody else's property. There is sexual misconduct. Not only among human beings, even animals are beginning to behave that well. Noah is saved. He's going to start a new humanity because Noah was all righteous. Was Noah the only righteous person? I presume there were other people as well. But yet when destruction comes, it engulfs everybody. We are responsible for all of society. Don't think that you can save yourself and the rest of society is going to perish. Maybe Noah was saved because he was necessary to start humanity again. But other people probably could have been saved as well. You know, there is a Tower of Babel. They want to have one language, one technology. That's what's going to be in the world. But God doesn't want that, because development, growth, depends upon the difference of different languages. You know, a language isn't only a manner to designate a table, a chair. You say kiseh in Hebrew, and you say chair in English, and silla in Spanish. No, it's a different way of thinking. You know, vocabulary engenders also thought. A richer vocabulary, when you really know a language well, that is an instrument for thinking as well. They're interrelated. It isn't that simple. So the world is created so there should be different languages, so there should be development, there should be growth. And all this we learn in the book of Bereshit. We learn that Abraham, one person, can change the entire humanity. He thinks of monotheism. There's one God. He teaches that to the world. One person can change. So many a time, don't think, what can you do? You are an individual. What influence can you have upon others? Look at Abraham. One person. And he changed the world forever. So therefore, think of the richness of the book of Bereshit, the importance of family. Abraham has a family. Yitzchak has a family. How they develop an affection for their children, even for grandchildren. In the case of Jacob, of Yaakov, there are intrigues in the family. It also teaches us, even when you commit a mistake, like the brothers in selling Joseph as a slave, eventually they come together. They can also make amends for what they did. So remember that as well. But one thing, God spoke to Adam, to Noah, to Abraham. Why doesn't God speak to us anymore? Doesn't he like us anymore? Why doesn't he communicate with us? Well, one answer is, and I like that one a lot, God already told you what to do. He gave you 613 mitzvot. The Torah has many instructions how to behave. Honor your father and your mother. What is hateful unto you, don't do to somebody else. Love your friend. There's so many important directions in the Torah. If we would live by them, everything would be fine. But I also think of something else. Maybe we are not adjusted to the frequency in which God speaks. We read newspapers and we read about new moral principles, about new types of sexual behavior. We read how you justify there is something like moral equivalency. You don't know anymore whether the aggressor or the one who is being grieved are the same or they are different. You know, maybe we are synchronized to the wrong channel. Maybe we should take our remote control, change the channel of your TV, start reading more the Bible, start reading more about our history, start reading more about what happened in years past. Remember that the principles, the moral principles of the Torah are eternal, are forever. If you live by them, you surely will have a better life as an individual.